Gate is rolling, top of the turn. First race pacers are in behind the starting gate. Here they come. They're off. And there goes Sucky's Dart between horses right for the lead. Now they race into that first turn, and Sucky's Dart is 3 wide, but there goes Nedsbet turning through, and there goes 46 extra long. A cavalry charge into that first turn, and there's 3 horses across the track. 46 extra long. He splits horses. Now to take him out and off stride is Nedsbet, and there goes Sucky's Dart in this third as they race by the quarter. And your leader, 46 extra long. Sucky's Dart second by 3 lengths. Celtic Ranger in third, another by the quarter. 28 and 3 the quarter. 46 extra long. Leads now by 2 lengths. Sucky's Dart. He's second by 2 lengths. Celtic Ranger is third now a length and a quarter. Carabine Connection. Followed now by Blue Ore. Followed by Goose on Fire. Stone Fashion and trailing the field still off stride. That's Nedsbet as they approach the half-mile juncture. 46 extra long. Maintains a lead 2 lengths. Sucky's Dart is getting a perfect trip second. Celtic Ranger in third. The field's halfway home. 59 and 2 into the clubhouse turn, and your leader is 46 extra long. Here comes Sucky's Dart, charging out of second, not a challenge for the lead, but Celtic Ranger is 2 lengths back in third. Carabine Connection, Blue Ore, Goose on Fire, Stone Fashion out of the turn. Now they curve into the box stretch, approaching the final quarter. 46 extra long has the lead on the outside. Sucky's Dart, followed now by Celtic Ranger. They drive into the far turn, their heads apart up front. It's 46 extra long. Sucky's Dart is alongside second, but here comes Celtic Ranger into third. Now they're at the top of the lane. 46 extra long is fighting to come back. Here they come, turning for home. 46 extra long is coming back on the inside. Sucky's Dart. Here comes Celtic Ranger charging. 46 extra long. Celtic Ranger is flying. Here comes Celtic Ranger. Celtic Ranger. Those two at the wire. That is a photo. Please hold. All together. Gators running. Top of the turn. Here they come. They're off. It's Nazi Jazzy right for the lead. There goes Diablo. Now they race into that first turn, and Snazzy Jazzy powers into a 2-length lead. It's Diablo second, 3 lengths, followed by Carolina Fella. Third now by 2 lengths. First and Gold, followed by Diamond Lee. That's Tim's Firehawk. Trailing the field, that's Big Leroy. Out of the turn, moving for the quarter. Snazzy Jazzy, 2.5 lengths. Diablo is second, but Carolina Mike Fella, that is right there in third as they slow the pace, driving by the quarter. 30 and 2 the quarter, and Snazzy Jazzy leads the way now by 2 lengths. Diablo is second, a length and a quarter. Carolina Fella right there in third. First and Gold, followed now by Diamond Lee. It's 4 lengths back to Tim's Firehawk. Big Leroy heading for the half-mile juncture, and Snazzy Jazzy leads the way. Carolina Fella is on the attack on the outside. Second, Diablo is right there in third. Now on the outside, First and Gold as the field drives by the half. They're halfway home. 1, 2, and 3 into the clubhouse turn they roll. Snazzy Jazzy leads the way a length and a quarter. Carolina Fella is on the attack. Second, Diablo right there in third. First and Gold, followed on the outside of horses by Diamond Lee. Big Leroy and Tim's Firehawk out of the turn. Now they curve into the box stretch, and Snazzy Jazzy has the lead. Carolina Fella is on the attack. Second, Diablo tries to come on third, followed now by First and Gold. They're moving by 3 quarters. 3 quarters 1:33 and 2, and Snazzy Jazzy now sprints clear, and there goes Diablo moving into second, followed by Carolina Fellow third on the inside. First and gold around the final turn. Snazzy Jazzy opening up the lead now with every stride. Here they come turning for home. Snazzy Jazzy has the lead. It's Diablo in second, followed by First and Gold. Your leader, Snazzy Jazzy. Snazzy Jazzy all alone at the wire. Jam of the turn. Here they come. They're off. It's line one on the outside, and he's off stride. And there goes Jimmy Dundee right for the lead. Joined now in that turn by Strike a Pause. Into the turn they race, and your early leader, Jimmy Dundee. It's Strike a Pause second, two lengths the Terry Shuffle. Is third, and he's out of third. Followed on the turn, Dr. Duncanstein. Followed by Call Me a Fool, Seek and Scan. Mr. Shy Tunner, line one, trailing. Here comes the Terry Shuffle. The Terry Shuffle up on the outside to challenge and take command. They're by the quarter. 29 and 2, and the Terry Shuffle leads the way. 2 lengths Jimmy Dundee is second by 3 lengths. Strike a Pause is right there in third. 3 lengths Dr. Duncanstein, followed on the outside by Call Me a Fool, Seek and Scan. Mr. Shy Tunner, line one, trailing. They're moving for the half-mile juncture. The Terry Shuffle has that 2 length lead. It's Jimmy Dundee second. 3 lengths Strike a Pause is right there in third. Call Me a Fool first over. They're halfway home. 59 and 1. Now they race into the clubhouse turn. And your early leader is the Terry Shuffle, a length and a quarter. Jimmy Dundee. Call Me a Fool, Strike a Pause. On the outside of horses, that's Mr. Shy Tunner. Out of the turn, they curve into the box stretch, and the Terry Shuffle has that lead a length. Jimmy Dundee is getting the perfect trip. Here comes Call Me a Fool. Now third, moving second down the outside, followed by Jimmy Dundee and Strike a Pause. 3/4 on the board. 129 and 1. The Terry Shuffle, 3 parts of a length. Call Me a Fool is on the outside second. You know that move. Jimmy Dundee, he's waiting for the open stretch. Here they come, turning for home. It's the Terry Shuffle with the lead. Jimmy Dundee, he swings out for the drive down the stretch. It's the Terry Shuffle, Jimmy Dundee, and Strike a Pause. It's the Terry Shuffle with the lead. The Terry Shuffle, Jimmy Dundee, and Strike a Pause third.
$23 even. 8 Boru Do It, Doug Hamilton, $50.60. 9 Skip to Applause, Dylan.
Fourth race, Pacers are in behind the starting gate. Here they come. They're off. It's Key Rama between horses. Here comes Properly Motivated. Joined on the inside by Be Reasonable. Into the turn they roll, and Key Rama benefits from the inside, but Properly Motivated drives up on the outside. Properly Motivated now powers on by, but here comes Dens Leo moving fourth, now third. Here comes Dens Leo with a rush up to challenge for the lead as they drive for the quarter. Dens Leo is on the attack. Properly Motivated right there, followed by Key Rama. Be Reasonable, followed by Steel Miljow. 4 lengths back to Riley's Comet, followed now by Buckler's Hard, Sam's Brother Sigh. 29 seconds for the quarter, and it's a battle up front. Properly Motivated is on the inside, a long neck lead. Jens Leo is on the outside, a challenging second. Key Rama is right there in third, and to the outside, Be Reasonable. 2 lengths back. Steel Mill Joe as they drive by the half. Your leader properly motivated. 58-1, the races half over and properly motivated. Has the inside of neck. Jens Leo is on the outside of challenging second. Kirama is right there in third. 2 lengths. Be Reasonable. Followed on the outside of horses. Buckler's Hard. He's circling horses 3 wide. Out of the turn. They curve into the back stretch and properly motivated. Leads the way in the inside. Kirama looks for Racing Rum. Be Reasonable 3 wide. Followed between horses. Jens Leo and Buckler's Hard. They're driving by 3/4. Here comes Be Reasonable. Be Reasonable with a rush, not a challenge for the lead. On the inside, properly motivated. Kirama has nowhere to go. Between horses, Buckler's Hard and Sam's Brother's Eye. Here they come, turning for home. Be Reasonable cuts the corner. Buckler's Hard. Here comes Buckler's Hard between horses. Down the stretch, Be Reasonable has the lead. On the outside, Sam's Brother's Eye. Kirama, look at him fly. It's Be Reasonable. Kirama, Be Reasonable between horses. On the pick 3, returning $35.40, $35.40. Travel the turn. Here they come. They're off. It's Strange Promise. There goes Peter Don't. Heritage Park on the outside. It's Dark Horizon. Into the turn, and it's a 3-way battle for the lead. Heritage Park benefits from the inside. Strange Promise. Perkton driving second, but Peter Don't hugs the inside third. Dark Horizon looks to drop in for the approaching the quarter. And your leader, Heritage Park, under urging. Strange Promise. No drops in second. Peter Don't is 3 lengths back in third. 2 lengths back to Dark Horizon. Followed now by Star Blue Chip. Total effort. It's Size Scooter Tucker's Brother the quarter. 28-1 the quarter. Heritage Park has that lead a length and a quarter. It's Strange Promise right there, second. Peter Down. Here comes Star Blue Chap. Now fourth, now third upon the outside. Followed on the inside, Dark Horizon. Total effort following cover. They're heading for the half-mile juncture. And Heritage Park leads now by 2 lengths. Strange Promise second. Star Blue Chip takes over second. The field's halfway home. 58-4 into the clubhouse turn, in Heritage Park maintains a 1-length lead. It's Strange Promise in second. Star Blue Chip inching it closer third. Peter Don't needs Racing Rum. Followed on the outside by Total Effort. That's Dark Horizon. Size Scooter and Tucker's Brother. Out of the turn, they curve into the black stretch, but it's all Heritage Park. On the outsider comes Star Blue Chip, another try. It's Strange Promise, tucked in third. Total Effort is there. Peter Down, 3/4 on the board. 128-3 into the final turn. Heritage Park 2 lengths. It's Strange Promise back to second. On the inside, Peter Don't is there. Around the final turn, it's Heritage Park with the lead. Strange Promise, Peter Don't. Here they come, turning for home, and Heritage Park is under urging. On the outside of us, here comes Strange Promise. On the inside, that's Peter Don't. It's Heritage Park. Here comes Strange Promise. Strange Promise on the outside. 2 horses at the wire. That is a photo finish. Please hold. Top of the turn. Six race pacers are in behind the starting gate. Here they come. They're off. It's Neighbor Mohawk between horses off stride is do what you do well. And there goes No Objection. Into the turn they roll, and Neighbor Mohawk opens up now by 3 lengths. No Objection. His second 2 lengths, Welcome Bay. His third now by 2 lengths, Outlaw Mountain. Followed on the outside by Timber Cat. On the inside of horses, do what you do well. Know when to say when. Out of the turn, they're moving for the quarter. And your early leader, Neighbor Mohawk. Here comes Timber Cat. He's on the attack. Drops in second there by the quarter. 29 and 4, the opening quarter. Neighbor Mohawk leads a length and a half. It's Timber Cat right there in second, but No Objection in third. Here comes Outlaw Mountain, know when to say when. Approaching the half-mile juncture, positions unchanged, and Neighbor Mohawk leads the way now by 2 1/4 lengths. Timber Cat is right there second. It's Outlaw Mountain, know when to say when. No Objection, do what you do well. Followed by Welcome Bay and Herbie, let's go. 59 and 3, the race is half over. Into the clubhouse turn, and Neighbor Mohawk leads the way like Timber Cat second. Here comes No When to Say When, was fourth. Now moving third on the outside. Followed on the outside, do what you do well. Out of the turn, now they curve into the box stretch, approaching the final quarter. It's Neighbor Mohawk with the lead. Timber Cat, he's getting the trip second. No One to Say When. Outlaw Mountain, 3/4. 129 and 3 into the final turn. It's Neighbor Mohawk with the lead. Timber Cat, Outlaw Mountain looking for racing room. They're moving to the top of the stretch. Neighbor Mohawk is opening up the lead now with every stride. Here they come down the stretch. It's Neighbor Mohawk with the lead. Here comes Outlaw Mountain. Neighbor Mohawk has the lead. It is Neighbor Mohawk, Outlaw Mountain. Timber Cat is third. Feature race pacers are in behind the starting gate. Here they come. They're off. It's Chocolator on the inside, going right for the lead. Now they ramble into that first turn, and Chocolator benefits from the inside. Fighting Major is second by 3 lengths. Next bonus in third now by 4 lengths. Around Lobal, it's 2 lengths back to Van Cruz, and trailing the field, that's Lawn Boy out of the turn, moving for the quarter. And Chocolator leads 2 lengths. Fighting Major is second a length. Next bonus in third now by 3 lengths. Around Lobal, Van Cruz and Lawn Boy positions unchanged by the quarter. 28 and 2 the quarter, and Chocolator has that 2-length lead. Fighting Major is second, 2 lengths. Next bonus in third, number lengths around Lobel, out slightly Van Cruz, and trailing the field, it's Lawn Boy. Here comes next bonus, was third, moving second. He's up to challenge Chocolator, but next bonus is on the attack, and next bonus up to challenge. They're halfway home. 57 and 2 into the clubhouse turn. Next bonus now sprints clear again. Chocolator is right there second. Surround Lobel now fourth, now third up on the outside, followed on the outside Van Cruz and Lawn Boy out of the turn. Now they curve into the box stretch, approaching the final quarter. It's next bonus with the lead. Chocolator second, Surround Lobel on the inside of horses. Fighting Major is there. Van Cruz, Lawn Boy, he's set to go 3 wide, 3/4, 125 and 4. Now they smoke into the far turn. It's next bonus with the lead. It's Surround Lobel in second. Chocolator is there. Here they come, turning for home, and next bonus cuts the corner. Chocolator, he's out for the drive. It's next bonus with the lead. Chocolator, here comes Fighting Major. It's next bonus with the lead. Next bonus at the wire. Top of the turn. Here they come. They're off. It's a Russian Dancer going right for the lead. Now they drive into that first turn. Russian Dancer up on the outside to challenge Perry's Pleasure for the lead. It's Charlie Bear right there in third. 3 lengths J.E. Big Red. 3 lengths back to Jane Skipper Low. Followed by Job Dancer. That's Native Bull and Bullman. Approaching the quarter. Positions on change and Russian Dancer has the lead 2 lengths. It's Perry's Pleasure second. 2 lengths Charlie Bear. Third by 2 lengths and J.E. Big Red. Positions unchanged the quarter. 29 seconds flat the quarter. Russian Dancer has that 2.5 length lead. It's Perry's Pleasure second. 2 lengths Charlie Bear is right there in third. Now by 2 lengths J.E. Big Red flush to the outside. Followed by Joe Dancer, Jane Skipper Low, Native Bull and Bullmine. They're heading for the half-mile marker. It's Dale Heitman and Russian Dancer with that lead 2.5 lengths. Perry's Pleasure is getting the trip second. They're halfway home. 59 3 into the clubhouse turn. Russian Dancer leads the way. Perry's Pleasure. Sox is leader right there. Second, J. Big Red. First over on the inside of horses. That's Charlie Bear as they curve into the box stretch. Russian Dancer has that 2.5 length lead. It's Perry's Pleasure right there. Second, Charlie Bear slips into third. J. Big Red on the outside of horses. Job Dancer, Jane Skipper though as they move by 3/4. 3/4. 128 4 and Russian Dancer has the lead 2 lengths. It's Perry's Pleasure. He digs in second. Charlie Bear. He needs racing room in third. Followed on the inside, Jane Skipper though and Job Dancer. Here they come, turning for home. Russian Dancer has the lead now. Opens up by 3 lengths. Followed by Perry's Pleasure. Russian Dancer showing the way. Russian Dancer all alone at the wire. Here they come. They're off. And there goes Private Rosewood between horses for the lead. Jury's out. Draining that turn by Sats Best. Into the turn they roll between horses. Private Rosewood now powers on by, but Jury's out. Moving third, moving to second. It's Sats Best in third, 5 lengths back to Best Behavior. 2 lengths back to Broadway Buddy. Followed in that turn by Johnny Romance. 4 lengths back, Anxious Debonair. Trailing the field, that's Loyalty Ranger. Your leader by the quarter. Jury's out. 28 1 the quarter and Jury's out. Has the lead a length and a quarter. Private Rosewood is second. 2 lengths Sats Best is right there in third. Best Behavior followed to the outside by Broadway Buddy. It's Johnny Romance followed by Anxious Debonair and trailing the field Loyalty Ranger. Positions on change and Dave McGee has Jury's out on top by 2 lengths. Private Rosewood is getting a perfect trip. Broadway Buddy was fourth, now moving third, moving second. They're halfway home. 58 4. Now they drive into the clubhouse turn, and Jury's out. Leads the way 2 lengths. Private Rosewood is right there in second. On the outside, Broadway Buddy right there in third. Followed now on the inside of horses, Sats Best. Anxious Debonair out of the turn. They curve into the box stretch. It's Jury's out with the lead. Private Rosewood is right there second, but Anxious Debonair takes over second on the outside. 3/4 on the board. 128 down 1. Now they drive into the far turn. It's Jury's out, a long neck lead. Anxious Debonair drives alongside a challenging second. Private Rosewood. They're moving to the top of the stretch. Jury's out has the lead. Here they come, turning for home, and Jury's out cuts the corner. Private Rosewood. He ducks to the inside. Here comes Anxious Debonair. Here on the inside of horses, here comes Private Rosewood. Private Rosewood at the wire. Here they come. They're off. And there goes Master Sean between horses for the lead. Broadway Performer, Sack Attack is there. Those three as they ramble into that first turn. Broadway Performer now has the lead. It's Master Sean. He drops in second. That's Sack Attack. Right there in third, 2 lengths, Johnny Sunday. It's 3 lengths back to Chicago Jazz. Followed in that turn, Stump Town Boy. JB's Jason Wolf, Secco trailing. And your leader to the quarter is Broadway Performer. Now they're by the quarter. 28 and 2, and Broadway Performer leads the way a length and a quarter. Master Sean is second to length. Sack Attack in third, number length and a quarter. Johnny Sunday is first over on the outside, followed now by Stumptown Boy and Chicago Jazz as they approach the half-mile marker. Broadway Performer leads the way a tight length. Master Sean second. Here comes Johnny Sunday. Now third, moving second on the outside as they drive by the half. They're halfway home. 57 and 4. Now they smoke into that clubhouse turn. It's Broadway Performer, 3 parts of a length. On the outside, Johnny Sunday is on the attack. Second, Master Sean. Followed on the inside, Sack Attack, nowhere to go. Followed on the outside of horses, Stumptown Boy. Out of the turn, now they curve into the box to Rich, and Broadway Performer has the lead, 3 parts of a length. Johnny Sunday is on the outside. Second, Master Sean. He has a ton of pace, nowhere to go. 3/4, 126 and 1. Now they drive into the far turn. It's Broadway Performer with the lead. Johnny Sunday is on the outside. Second, Master Sean. He's waiting for that open stretch. Here they come, turning for home. It's Broadway Performer with the lead. On the inside, it's Master Sean. Followed on the outside, Johnny Sunday and Sack Attack. It's Broadway Performer with the lead. Here comes Master Sean. Those two at the wire. Sack Attack was third. That is a photo. Please hold for Monday night. $8,020 will be added to Monday night's Pick 6 pool. $8,020. The turn. Eleventh race pacers are in behind the starting gate. Here they come. They're off. Never Baby a Boy between horses right for the lead. Now they ramble into that first turn. Never Baby a Boy is on the outside, but Frank and Marianne scoots through on the inside. Second, here comes Handsome Chap. Moving into third, followed by Boxer. Followed in that turn by Fitzpatrick. Then comes Jughead, the man I love. Out of the turn, moving for the quarter. Never Baby a Boy has the lead, 2 lengths. Frank and Marianne is second, 2 lengths. Handsome Chap in third. 28 and 4 the initial quarter. Positions unchanged. Never Baby a Boy has the lead, 2 lengths. Frank and Marianne is right there second. Here comes Fitzpatrick. Now fourth, now third. Moving into second. Here comes Fitzpatrick. Up to challenge Never Baby a Boy. Followed by Frank and Marianne right there in third. On the outside, that's Ideal Eddie. Followed now by Handsome Chap. On the outside, that's Jughead. They're moving by the half. Never Baby a Boy. They're halfway home. 58 and 4, and Never Baby a Boy leans into the clubhouse turn with a neck in front. Fitzpatrick inching a closer second. Frank and Marianne right there in third. Followed by Ideal Eddie. It's Handsome Chap and Jughead out of the turn. Now they curve into the box to Rich. Never Baby a Boy maintains a lead. Here comes Ideal Eddie. Was fourth, now third. Look at him fly. Ideal Eddie is up on the outside to challenge and take command. 3/4, 129 and 1, and it's Ideal Eddie opening up the lead now with every stride. There goes Jughead into second. Between horses, Fitzpatrick and Never Baby a Boy. Here they come, turning for home. Your leader is Ideal Eddie. It's Fitzpatrick and Jughead. And through the stretch, it's Ideal Eddie with the lead. Ideal Eddie is all alone at the wire. It's all Ideal Eddie tonight. Fitzpatrick close for third. 2:20.